right? So you have to create a meaningful table which has at least 5 columns and 20 rows. So your time starts now. I'll start the timer over here. So students, I hope the background noise has been disabled now. It's still there. Yes, participants, you have only 1 minute and 15 seconds left for this. I hope you people have done. I would request any of the participants to please raise your hands. I want your screen to be visible on this. And I want how you had created this meaningful table with the help of Excel. Yes, could you please raise your hand, and Mr. Rohit will be there to support you. You have last 25 seconds for this task 1. Yes, your time is up now. Yes, I want someone of the participant to kindly share the screen, and I want to see how he has created and what he has created. You could raise your hand and Mr. Rohit will be there to assist you. Yes, Rohit sir, could you please provide the rights to any of these participants?
Already done, sir. Miss Akanksha,
Okay. So I'm just
Anil Kumar,
my screen. I want Akanksha to share the screen, please.
Gurmeet, Junaid,
Anyone?
Miss Khushdeep,
Yes. First of all, please share your credentials and what you have created now. What's your name? Kindly let us know.
Sir, Junaid Ahmed, sir.
Okay, Junaid Ahmed.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
Junaid.
Okay,
So,
sir.
what database have you created?
Yes, sir. I just created this worksheet. There's some students' name and total marks and that their results, and another column.
Could
There's
you
a
please
percentage.
scroll it up? Scroll it up. Yes. Now
Yes,
it's
sir.
clear. Okay,
Just
you have created 5 columns.
Yes, sir. And 20 rows, sir.
Okay. In
As per the
these,
question.
we have created ID, names, course they have attended, grades they have got, and which term in are they.
No, sir. I just created a simple worksheet. There's a serial number, and other second column is a student's name.
Right.
And the third one is the total marks, total value of the marks. And the fourth one is the results of what they got. And fifth one is percentage. What they got.
Now we have, I'm able to view first column is your ID column, second is your name, third is your course, fourth is the grade, and fifth is the term.
Puneet sir, what I think that some student has shared the sheet and another one is speaking.
Right. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we'll be continuing with another activity. Thank you so much. Now you can stop sharing your screen. Okay. Moving on to the next task, that is task 2. We have 5 minutes time to complete this task. On the same data set, you have to apply the following functions, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 tasks to do on this data set. One is to add one column of father's name between second and third column, that is B and C. We want to increase the height and width of the cell to 20 and 30 respectively. Height of the cell to be mentioned as 20 and width of the cells to be mentioned as 30, right? Delete the last column of the table using shortcut. Give the name professional to the range of table. How you can give a range to a table with the name professional and add the function print preview to the quick access toolbar And the last one is to save the workbook on your desktop. So your time starts now. I hope you'll be able to complete it well in time. And a small fact for your information that Excel was the first software that introduced a toolbar. Now you are able to see a toolbar in each and every software, but the Excel was the first software or application which introduced a toolbar. In the meantime, you are busy with your task too. I request Rohit sir to kindly share the data set with all the participants. Because after this, we'll be working on the data sets now. Two minutes up. Yes, Ali, you want to say something? You have raised your hand, Ali. Almost a minute to go. Be quick. Twenty seconds more to go. Last 3 seconds. 2, 1. Time up. So are you able to do this activity?
Yes, sir.
Right, Junaid. Any difficulty in completing these 6 tasks?
No, sir.
Okay, you have performed it all. The first one was to add a column of father's name in between column 2nd and 3rd. I think this was an easy task to do.
Yes, sir.
Second one was also very easy, that increased the height and width of the cell to 20 and 30 respectively.
Yes, sir.
And what was the shortcut to delete the last column of the table using shortcut?
D.
Delete the last
delete.
column of the table using shortcut.
So that's delete.
Sorry?
Delete, sir. Delete button.
Shortcut to delete.
Yes, sir.
Yes, anyone? You can also type the same in the chat box. Govind is saying control plus minus. It's either plus or minus, Govind. You have to select the column first and press control minus. Yeah, you are right, Govind, now. To delete the column using a shortcut, you have to select the column first and then press control minus. Okay. Next was to give the name professional to a range of table. How you have assigned a range in a table? Can anyone tell me? How you have assigned a range to a table? Are you able to solve this? Assigning a range to a table? No. Okay. I'll be able to tell you. I'll be switching to my Excel sheet so that I'll be able to tell you people how I've assigned the same or a range to a table. Suppose this is my data set, right? I have a name, designation, and staff type. Okay. So over here in this data set, I have these people of the cadre of security, right? So I have to assign a range to these people with name security. So what is the process to do this? I'll simply select the cells to whom which I want to assign the table. I'll select the range of the cells, and in the name box, you can see over here on the left hand side of the screen, a name box with written A16. Why it is written A16? Because my active cell was column A and 16 number row. Okay. So I'll just replace this A16 with word professional. Okay. Simply press enter and a table has been named as professional in this range of data sets. Okay. Now, how you will able to locate this range which you have assigned in this data set? So how? Because we have a large number of rows over here. If you can see over here, we have almost 981 rows, right? So sometimes the data sets are very huge and we are unable to locate where we have assigned. So what is the command to do that? It's Control G. Control G. I'll also type the same in the chat box. Control plus G. This is the command to locate the range which you have already assigned. So you can see over here, as and when I press Control G, a dialog box has been opened. Over there, you can go to the range which you have already assigned with the name professional. As and when I click professional and press OK, you just see the table is automatically selected. Right? The table is automatically selected. Suppose a teacher in a class wants to assign a range of table to excellent students. Similarly, the same as the process, they can select the students to whom they want to assign as an excellent group. Simply select the range of a table, right? In this name box, type excellent and press enter. So these people are my excellent people. I want to assign these 4 people or 5 people with a cadre good. I simply type the same in the name box and press enter. These are my good people. Okay. Now in the entire sheet, if I want to see who are the professionals, who are the excellent, and who are the good ones, simply press G, Control G, and you can able to select excellent people. Press OK. So these were the excellent people to whom we have assigned a range of table, right? Again, I want to see some good people. Press OK. These were the good people to whom I have assigned the range. Now you have got it. Is it easy to assign a range of people?
Yes, sir, it is easy.
Right. So moving to the next, add the function preview to the quick access toolbar. How you can do this? Anyone? I'll let you know.
Yes, sir.
Quick access toolbar. It's located at the top left. This one. This is a quick access toolbar. Over here, there is a drop down button. Over here, there is a drop down button. You press this drop down button and you'll be able to add or remove these commands from this quick access toolbar. By default, I have selected the print preview and print command over here. If I'll unselect it, you can see the symbol has been gone. And again, I'll select this print preview and print button. It's again appearing in my quick access toolbar. Right?
Yes, sir.
And the last one was to save the workbook on your desktop. And the shortcut was to
Control yes.
Control S. To save this workbook, you have to press Control S. Okay? Shall we move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, what is data cleansing and what is it and why is it important? Sometimes you have noticed that you have got a database which is having some blank cells, having some blank rows or a blank columns in between the cells, right? The data is not properly formatted. So why data cleansing is required?
Puneet sir,
Yes, sir.
the data set shared with you has been shared in the chat box also. So you can announce it for the students that they can download this data set for the future.
Right. So dear students, we have also shared the data set which I'll be using throughout this workshop, right? In the chat box, you can download this data set for your reference. You can easily download this from your chat box only and you can start working along with me.
Yes, sir. Downloaded, sir.
Available in the chat box. You can download the data set from the chat box only. Okay. So regarding the data cleansing, It is a process in which you can go through all the data within a database and either remove or update information that is incomplete, incorrect, improperly formatted, duplicated, or irrelevant to you, right? So data cleansing usually involves cleaning up or compiling the data in one area. And it is a form of a database management and is focused more on updating, correcting, and consolidating of data. If you can see, why it is important. So it is important because it improves your data quality and it increases the overall productivity of your workbook. So when you clean your data, all the outdated or incorrect or irrelevant information is gone, leaving you with the highest quality of information which is required to be processed, right? So what are the ways in which we can clean the data in the Excel? So some of the ways I'll be able to tell you in this throughout this course, how we can clean the data. We can get rid of extra spaces. Sometimes we can see the sheets where there are some extra spaces in between the first name or the last name of the person. When we want to select and treat the blank cells, when we want to convert the numbers stored as text into again numbers. Sometimes the numbers are there which are stored in the text form in the Excel, and we want to convert that numbers into text to again numbers, right? We want to remove the duplicate cases in the spreadsheets or a workbook given, and we want to change the text from lower upper to proper case. We want to parse the data using text to column option. Spell check option, it is readily and easily available in the Microsoft Word, but over here in the Excel, we have the facility to spell check it. But by default, it will not be able to prompt you that this spelling is incorrect. Just like as in the help of Word, so we'll be able to get the prompt from the system or the application only. But in this case, we have the option to spell check the data also. And deleting all the formatting which have been earlier got from the previous data sets and use find and replace to clean the data in the Excel. So are you ready? I hope you people have got this data sets to practice along with me.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you can see on the screen, I have created multiple sheets how to clean the data. The purpose was to clear you people that it is a very easy process and it involves some different commands or syntaxes to clean the data. So that's why I have kept a small databases so that you people can easily able to understand. Otherwise, in your practical, you will be able to get the entire workbook where you have to apply these cleaning techniques according to the requirements. Right? So I'll be switching to the spreadsheet and the presentation for your convenience. So how we can get rid of extra spaces. So the simple syntax is to trim the text. The syntax to get rid of extra spaces is trim. So we trim our hairs now to look smart.
Yes, sir.
So this is the only way in which we can get the extra spaces removed from this cells. And what are the steps to do this? You have to select the data where you want to remove the extra spaces. Then you have to type the syntax with the trim, and your syntax should start with an equal to command, right? So practically we'll be doing this in this data set. Suppose this is my raw data which I have gone. You can easily able to see that in this sentence, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, there are a few spaces in between each and every word. But I don't want my data to look like this. So what is a simple syntax? So I want this sentence to be cleaned and to be displayed in this C2 cell. I'll simply press equal to trim. Type equal to trim, start with a bracket and select the text you want to trim. So I want this A2 cell to be trimmed because I want these extra spaces to be removed. I'll select A2 cell and close my bracket. So this is the simple syntax in which you can be able to remove the extra spaces. I'll press enter after it. Over here you can able to see the extra spaces between these words have been removed. In the similar way, you can just copy this formula and paste the same against each and every row. Or you can simply drag this formula to the place where you want to copy the same. You can do the either way. You can simply copy this syntax and paste it over here. So you can able to see the difference of the data which was posted here and the output which we have got it after cleaning the data. So any doubts?
No, sir, it's clear.
I hope you people are carrying it forward and
Yes, sir.
downloaded the data for your practice only, because it will come only with your practice. If you will be able to hear it now and you want to implement it later, you'll be able to forget it. Right? So shall we move further?
Yes, sir.
Next is to select and treat all the blank cells. We have a sheet named with the blank cells at the bottom. Click on this sheet. Over here, you can see a data set in which a table is there with a serial number, name, and a salary. Over here, you can see that some of the cells are blank. Suppose in this cell, in this name box, that is C4, cell number C4, which is an active cell, the salary is not specified. The same is with C7, C9. So how we can clean this data? How we can get rid of it? We have a data set of almost 40 people over here. How we can get rid of it? So there is a very easy process. We can replace these cells with 0 or not available or closed remarks or something which we want to identify these people that they are no longer associated with this organization. So that's why these people are not put the salary against them. There might be a reason that some people have left the organization, the salary for this month has not been put against these cells, or there might be any other reason. So how we can clean this? There is a very easy process. What are the steps? You have to select the entire data first, then press F5. A dialog box will appear and select special, select the blank and click OK. Right? I'll tell you how to do this. I'll select this entire data of 40 people, right? Press F5. Press F5. You'll be able to see a special button over here. special button, click on this button, right? And you have to select a blank radio button over here. Click on blank and press OK. So you'll be able to see that the entire data which was selected has now been shifted to the cells which are blank in nature. And all the cells are gray in color, but the first cell is white in color. So whatever remarks you want to put it over here, suppose I want to put left, that the person has left the organization, right? Just type the remarks over here and press Control Enter. Press Control Enter. So you will be able to see that the blank cells have been filled with the same remarks, that these people have left the organization, so the salary figure was not put it against their names. So in this way, we have treated the blank cells, right? And how we can easily go through this? We can simply sort this data. We select the data, and we can also sort the data. So at the last, you'll be able to find out that these people have left. Is it clear? Or any doubts? I can also repeat the same for you people.
Sir, please repeat the same, sir.
Okay, I'll repeat it again. So this was my sheet in which the details of 40 people along with their salary details are there, right? In this sheet, some cells are blank in nature and we want to clean these cells. Okay, so what is the process to clean these cells, blank cells? How to treat it? I'll simply select the entire data which I want to clean, right? From row number 1 to row number 41, I have selected all the data set, right? Now I want to treat the blank cells. What is the process? Press F5, function 5. Okay, so you will be able to see this screen, this dialog box. Over here, press on special button. Another dialog box will appear. So you have to select blanks over there because we have to treat blank cells in this sheet. Press OK. So these blank cells have been highlighted and the first active cell is white in color. So without touching my mouse or without clicking on any of the cell in this sheet, I'll simply type left, right? After typing left, press Control Enter. After typing left or the text you want, any text you want, press Control Enter. So you'll be able to see that all the blank cells have been treated with the same remarks. Is it okay? Jyoti, I'll repeat it again. Select the entire data. Press F5. Go to special. Select the blanks. Press OK. So give your remarks. I'll give it left and press Control Enter. Okay, got it? Shall I move further? Okay, the next one is to convert the numbers stored as text into numbers. Suppose there are three values, 70, 70 and 80, right? And when we compare these values, 70 and 80, so 70 is less than 80. So the result is true. But when we compare the apostrophe is along with 70s and 80s, right? So here the result will be false, because over here, if you can see this syntax, the bracketed syntax, which are in between the brackets, that 70 is less than 80. And if you compare this syntax, there is a apostrophe, right, along with the 70, which is less than 80. So over here, the result will be false. In this syntax, it will show that 70 is not less than 80. Why? Because it contains a text. This value 70 is being converted into a text rather than a number. Earlier in this syntax, the value was a number. In this 70 was number, along with apostrophe, the value has been converted to a text. So the result is false. So how we can convert the number stored as text into a number? The simple syntax is equal to value, then you have to select the text, right? We'll practice the same into this sheet only. I've got a column B with numbers only. There are 40 numbers stored in this B column. You can see a green colored triangle on the left top corner of this cell against each and every number. Are you able to see this? A green colored triangle on the top left corner along of these numbers. In each and every cell, it is there, right? And
Yes,
if
sir.
you can notice in this ribbon, we have
Text.
a number format. We have a number format with text. Over here, you are able to see it is a text. In each and every cell, it is showing a text. And in the top cell where serial number is written, it is denoted by general. Are you able to see this? In the serial
Yes, sir.
number, it is general, and in all other, it is text. So basically, these are numbers stored in the form of text, right? I repeat, these are the numbers stored in the form of text. So how we can treat with this? As I said, there is a very simple syntax which is equal to value text. So we'll put this syntax over here. I'll put it column D equal to value. I'll start with the bracket and select the text which I want to convert to numbers. Bracket close and press enter. Now you can see the difference. Here it was left aligned, here it is right aligned, right? You can see the difference first. Over here, the number has been stored in the form of text. Number has been stored in the form of text. But in this column, the number has been shifted to general. That it means the condition which were applied in this cell or in this column has been removed and has been shifted to a number now. So we can copy the same and paste against these, right? Now you can see the difference. So very easy and simple syntax is equal to value, then you have to select the text. Are you able to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now green color is different. Yes, over here the green color is different. Over here we have removed the conditions because earlier this numbers were stored in the form of text. Now it has been converted into the numbers, right? Or another way, there is another way to convert these text into numbers. Suppose I select this much range. I want to convert these 10 serial numbers into numbers. These 10 numbers stored as text into numbers. So as and when I select these 10 numbers, a box will appear on the left hand side. Okay, there is a drop down option. There is a drop down option. Simply press this. We have an option for convert to number. There is another way to convert these text into numbers. Simply press this and it will convert these numbers only into these text numbers into numbers now. Now you can see these has been changed from text to general in number format. So you can have the difference over here. From 1 to 10, these have been converted from text to numbers. Rest of them are stored as text only. In Excel, the beauty of Excel is that in Excel you'll be able to solve the same problem either in 1 or 2 or 3 ways also. Just like in this, there was a syntax to convert the text into numbers, or there was an option to select the cells and you can simply press this button to convert it to numbers. You can see the numbers till 18 has been shifted now. Is it clear? You want me to repeat it again? Okay, we'll continue with the same now. Coming to the next part of our presentation. To remove the duplicate values. So why we want to remove the duplicate values? Because some cases the data is not necessary for creation of the results, or we want some unique data to be presented, right? So how we can clean the data? Either we can highlight the duplicate values which we want to be appeared in the results, or we can simply delete the duplicate values. So how we can do it? We'll again shift to our Excel sheet, dataset 1. Go to the sheet, duplicate values, remove duplicate, right? So I have a database containing the name, designation and staff. Okay. So it's a huge database of 981 rows, right? So in this, firstly, I just want to locate that whether how many people are duplicate in this sheet. I just want to locate how many rows or how many people are reflecting duplicate in this data set. So what is my purpose to locate it? Whether I want the same people or the same person who is duplicated with the same designation or a staff type, or I want only a duplicate names, right? So my purpose is to find that Pawan Kumar, who is an AC helper in maintenance department, is repeating again in the database or not. I just want to check this out. Okay. So I have to select these 3 columns where I want to find the duplicacy. Simply select these 3 columns, or you can select the range of the table or the data you want to search for. Because I want to search this name in this whole data set. So I have simply selected these 3 columns. After selecting these 3 columns, click on conditional formatting. Okay. So I don't want to delete it now. I just want to highlight the duplicate values. So there is a button highlight cell rules. Over here, I have an option of duplicate values. Simply click on this button, right? So you'll be able to see that Pawan Kumar is a repetition in this data set, and it is very clear from this data set that AC helper is repeating again and again, Department of Maintenance is getting again and again, right? So the red colored cells are duplicate values in this data set. So while selecting the duplicate values, you can also change the color if you don't want to highlight the same into the red color. As and when you select this duplicate value, it will ask you for the color that you want. This color with a light red, yellow fill with the dark yellow, green color, light red fill. You can opt at any one. Suppose I'll select the green one. So you can see that the duplicate values are highlighted into the green color. Okay. So if I want to explore that Pawan is repeated again and again, I'll simply find it out. Pawan Kumar. It's in row number 506 also. It's 513 also. And row number 3 also. So Pawan Kumar in this sheet is repeating 3 times. Okay. Suppose I'll again copy these 4 or 5 rows at the bottom of this sheet. After this sheet, after the data is over, I'll simply copy and paste. So you can see that these cells or these set of tables are again highlighted because these are also appearing in this data set. Okay. So this is the way in which we can highlight or see the repetition of the persons. In case you have IDs available with you, some unique IDs or Aadhaar number, you have a set of data set in which Aadhaar number is there, right? And you want to see that how many people are reflecting duplicate in this data set. So Aadhaar card is your unique identification card, right? Containing this unique number. So you can simply use this conditional formatting tool to highlight the duplicate values containing in that data set, right? So you'll be able to find that this person is repeating itself in this data sets. Or you can also sort the data, or you can filter out the data, with the help of which it will be easy for you to find out who is repeating for how many times, right? Now, I'll just copy this cell and paste it in this sheet only. Okay. Now I don't want to highlight the duplicate values. So again, there is a command in the conditional formatting, clear rules. So I want to clear from the entire sheet or from the selected cells. Suppose I want to clear this rule from the entire sheet. Simply press this. So all the formatting which we were able to do it earlier has been cleared now. Okay. Now in this data set, I want to delete the duplicate value. Suppose maintenance is repeated many times, security is repeated many times. I want unique entries to be reflected in this data set. So how we can do that? Press this column. Press this column. Go to data. There is an option to remove the duplicates. Go to data. There is an option to remove the duplicates. Press this. Okay. He's asking that whether your data is having headers. Headers with this header, we mean that are we giving any heading to this column? Yes I was having a header in this with the name staff type. If I don't have, uncheck this box, it will also include this. But in this case, I have a staff type as a header. I'll press this and press OK. So you'll be able to see that out of 981 rows, 979 were duplicate and 8 unique values are remaining. Press OK. So you'll be able to see that these much categories are reflecting in these 981 rows. Clear? We can clean the data like this also, or if we don't want to delete the credentials out of these sheet, simply copy the data to another sheet. And if you want to see how much unique data is there in this sheet, you can simply remove the duplicates from the data ribbon. Okay. Now, in this data set, if you notice that total data was 981 rows and we have pasted some rows extra in this, right? We have pasted these sweepers as extra in these cells. So I want to remove the duplicates, all the 3 columns which were duplicate in these. I want to remove this. So simply the command will remain the same. Go to the data, press on remove duplicates, right? It will again ask that whether my data has a header. Yes, I had a headers in this. Press OK. So you'll be able to see that 135 duplicate values were found and 852 unique values are remaining out of total 981 values. Okay? Any doubts? Yes, any doubts?
No, sir.
So shall we move further now?
Yes, sir.
So moving further, now we want to change the text to the lower, upper and a proper case. Just like in Microsoft Word, if we want to type the word in the upper case, we just press the caps lock and we can type the same. If we want to type it into a proper case, we can do it easily over there. So in the Excel sheet, there is a provision to convert the text into lower, upper and a proper case. And what is the syntax to do that? In the lower case, if we want the text to be presented in the lower case, simply type is equal to lower and type the text. If we want to type it in an upper case, type the syntax is equal to upper, then type for the text. And if we want it into a proper case, just type is equal to proper and text. Now we'll be able to see this in the Excel sheet. Suppose I've got the names written over here, right? I'll label the columns lower, upper, and right. Okay. So you'll see the difference in these 3 columns. I'll get the commands implemented over here only. So if I want this text to be presented in lower case, I'll simply type is equal to lower, bracket start, then I want to select the text, bracket close, press enter. Okay. So you can see the difference over here, that the first letters which were caps or in the upper case has been now converted to the lower case. Okay. Now I want to convert this text into uppercase is equal to upper, bracket start, select the text, bracket close, press enter. All the text has been converted into an uppercase. Right? Now, if I want this text either lower or uppercase to be presented in a proper, I'll simply text proper. I'll select the text from here because it is already in the proper format. Bracket close. Now you can see the difference over here in all the three cells. The text is presented in the lowercase, uppercase, and a proper case. So you can also clean the data with the help of these syntax. So is it fine with this? So moving further, how we can pass the data using text to column. Suppose I have a text in a particular cell and I want to shift the cell after a particular space to a next column. How we can pass the data? So sometimes the received data has a text filled in one cell, and we also want to separate these cells using some punctuations like spaces or commas or any words. So we can use the option text to column. I'll again shift back to my Excel database. Right? So this is my data and I want to pass the data. Suppose I have a name written only in one cell. I want name to be written as first name, middle name, first name or last name, we can do that. So how we can do that? I'll remove this column extra one. Select the data which you want to be passed, right? In this data set only, data ribbon, you have an option from text to column. Press the option text to column. A dialog box will appear, right? It will ask you to delimit using some special characters, or you want to delimit the data with some fixed width. So over here, we have spaces in between, right? So I want to convert the text to the columns where there is a space in between. So I'll select the delimit over here, press next, untick the tab column, click on space. As and when you click on space, you'll be able to, this is a data preview window. So as and when you click on space, you'll be able to see that the data has been splitted, right? Click on next and press finish. So you'll be able to see that this data has been splitted where there was a space in between the names. Now it has been converted to the first name and the last name. Okay. Is it fine? Okay, you want to repeat it again. Select the data first. Click on text to column. Press on delimit where you want some characters such as commas or tabs to be separated. In this data, we have spaces in between the names, right? So I want wherever there is a space, it should be shifted to the next columns. So I'll press next, click on the space button, you'll be able to see in the preview window that where there is a space, the text has been shifted to the next column. Click on next and press finish. So you'll be able to see where there was a space, the next word has been shifted to the next column. Okay. Now, this is another data set in which we want to shift the data. Okay, earlier I need to select the data first, which I want to split it. Suppose in this timestamp column, we have date along with the time column, but I want a date and a time to be shown in a separate columns. So I need to select this data first, click on text to column. Now there is a fixed width. You can observe there is a fixed width between this date and time stamp. Okay, so I'll select on fixed width, click on next. Over here it has automatically splitted the data. Suppose I don't want this to be splitted like this, I can move this. I want a space after the date but not before the time. So I have shifted this arrow from this to this point. Press on next and press finish. So there is a message, there is already a data here. But as of now, we are able to see that no data is there. Do you want to replace it? Yes. So you'll be able to see that the timestamp has come from date column to the time column. Okay. Is it fine? Are you people are getting with me? Okay, I'll repeat it again. We have a timestamp column and I want the date and time to be separately shown. Time to be shown in this column. So what is the command? Go to the data, click on text to column, click on text to column. Now over here we can see there is a fixed width. We have a fixed length of characters in between the date and time, right? So we can use the command fixed width and press next. So in this you can see automatically it has been divided. But now I want a space after this date, but not before the time. So I have dragged this arrow towards the time column from this position to this position and press next and click on finish. So do you want to replace it? Okay. So you'll be able to see that the time has been separated from the date column. Now the both date and time are reflecting in different columns. Okay, you want to remove zeros from this date stamp? Okay, go to the home tab, go to the home tab. As you want this into a date format, simply press this button, numbers, press this numbers. So you'll be able to select a long date or a short date, whichever you want. Suppose I want a short date over here in this format. I'll press this. So zeros will be removed. Okay. There is another option how we can do that. Suppose the zeros are reflecting like this, but I'm unable to locate whether it is 11th of January 2018 or it is in the format of 1st of November 2018. There is a confusion in this date. Whether it is 11th of January for 2018 or there is a confusion that it might be possible it may be November 1st 2018, right? So if we want to have a clear-cut idea of the date, press this, or you need to select these dates, right click on this, you have an option of a format cells. Click on this format cells. A dialog box will appear. Okay. So over here, it is by default as a custom, and I want a date format to be shown in this column. Okay. So we have a clear-cut formats of date, March 14, 2012. Again, this will create a confusion, right? If I want a day along with this, we can select these columns also. If you want some different formats, you can change the location of the country. Suppose this is by default English India, and these formats or types are available. If I select English Australia, you'll be able to see that this date format 14th-March-12 was not present in the location English India, but it is there in English Australia. So I want this format date to be written in this format, that is 14th-March-12. It is very clear which is the date, which is the month, and which is the year. Okay, press OK. So you'll be able to see that the date was 1st of November instead of 11th of January. Okay, you can format the cells, you can format the date according to it. Is it fine, Gurmeet? So shall we move further? Okay. So coming to the next option of spell checking, how we can spell check the same? Simply press F7, a dialog box will appear. It will show you the possible wrong word and its possible correct spellings. You can click on the change if you agree with the suggestion, or you can move further. We can have a practice on this in the spell check sheet. Suppose this is a data set, right? I'll increase the width for your convenience. This is a data set, and I'll select the same, and I want to check the spellings, whether the spellings are correct in this sheet or not. Press F7. You'll be able to see, right, that this type of hello is not available in the dictionary, right? I want to ignore it, or I want to ignore the all, or I want to change this hello in some other format. Suppose this is the correct one. I'll select this and I'll press the change button. Right now you can see this hello has been converted into the right date, right correct sentence or a correct word. Okay, now it has identified another problem. I am fine, right? It's written like this. I am. I'll change it. And FYNE, not in dictionary, he's not able to find, and he's giving the suggestion. Okay, I'll change it. Thanks. Coming to the next word, thanks. THANX, right? My suggestion, change. Okay, so spell check is complete. You are good to go now. Gurmeet, in your laptop F5, F7, there is a function button in your laptop also. Press function and then press F5. FN function button will be there, FN. Along with a control or a window button, there is a function button also. It will work with this, right? So was it easy to spell check the same? Or if you don't want to change any one of the seat, right? So you can simply press F7 and you can select the change all button. So you'll be able to see wherever, suppose thanks is repeated more than once. So you can simply press change all button and it will change all the text into correct format. Is it fine? Can we go ahead? Okay. So how we can delete all the formatting? Suppose we have got a sheet and we want to clear all the formats, including the border, including the text, including the colors which have been assigned. Channa, you want the spell check to be repeated again? Okay, I'll repeat the spell check again. Then we move further. Channa, this is my data set and I want a spell check in between these cells to be checked. Press F7. Okay. So this word has been not included in its dictionary. Either we can add the same into the dictionary also, or we can ignore it. But if the system is suggesting something, we can have a look also this. Let's suppose I have typed this wrongly and the correct spelling was like this only. I'll select this suggestion and click on change. Now the spelling has been corrected. Now it has moved to the next wrong spelling. I'll again select the same, the right one, and click on change. Fine with fine. I'll again click on change. Thanks X with THANKS. I'll click on change. Now my spell checking have been done through. Right, Channa? I hope she'll be able to clear it now. Okay, thank you so much. Now we were on the deleting all the formatting options. Suppose we have created a sheet in which we have assigned some colors or background colors or some borders, right? And we want to clear the formatting of the entire sheet, right? So what is the process? We simply go to the home tab. There is an option to clear, and next we need to select the clear formats. It will clear all your formats and you'll get started with the contents without highlights and the borders. Okay, we'll go through the same in this Excel sheet. Suppose in this sheet we have a border also. We have these icons, yellow, green and red color icon. Yes, if your data is huge, you can multiple spell check is possible in this also. There was an option to spell check to ignore all or to select all, right? So you can go through the same also. Right, in this sheet, if we want to clear the formatting, so what was the path to do this? Go to your home button, right? There is an option of clear over here. So we'll tell you in the later part of this presentation how we can add these icons, colorful icons in the sheet. If we'll be able to wind it up the session well in time, I'll tell you in this session only, right? Because I'm left with only 2-3 things. If time permits, I'll tell you how we can assign these icons. Okay. So in this sheet, we want to clear the formatting. So what is the process to do this? Simply go to the home tab. There is an option in the clear right hand side. Click on this. So you want to clear all, or you want to clear the formats, you want to clear the contents, comments, or hyperlinks. What you want to clear? I want to clear the formats only. So simply press clear formats. Okay. So what has been done now? Only the cell which was selected, the format has been cleared from this cell only. So we need to select this entire sheet or entire data which we want to clear. I want to clear the formats. Press this. So you'll be able to see the borders have been removed. The icons have been removed. The date format, which was earlier this in the date format has been converted to numbers. Has been converted to numbers now. All the data has been formatted, right? And if you want to, I think I'm using 2010 version of this Microsoft Excel. 2010 or 2013 is there. I'm not sure, but it is between 2010 or 13. But now it has come to 2016 and 19 is also available in the market now. So you'll be able to see that all the formatting, all the borders, all the formats, all the icons have been removed from this sheet. Okay, 21 is also there. Thanks for updating me. Right? So what is the problem while formatting the entire data? That my date format has also been cleared, but I don't want this date format to be cleared. I'll simply go back. I'll select this column only. I want these icons to be formatted. I'll select these columns and clear the formats from here. Okay. Now I'll be able to change only the salary part of this entire sheet. Or I can also assign a border to this sheet again. And we can do the alignment from the same. Okay. Yes, students? Is it clear? I'll be circulating these data sets along with the practice session to you as well, or you can find out the activities along with the data sets on the internet also for your practice sessions. It is advisable that you should keep on practicing it, because as and when you practice, you will be able to learn it, and if you stop practicing it, you'll be able to lose it also. So last is to find and replace. So something I want to find in a data set and I want to replace. Suppose there is a particular word that is color, right? It's written in the form of C-O-L-O-R, right? And I want that color to be written as C-O-L-O-U-R. Okay? So this is the best option to do this. Simply press Ctrl H. Press Ctrl H. This is the shortcut. Or you can go to Home and select the replace option, right? And we can enter a phrase or a word we want to search for. And in the replace box, we just type the word which we want to replace. I'll move again back to my Excel sheet, right? In this Excel sheet, we have only two columns. We have only two columns and 38 rows. Okay. So I want these designations to be replaced with some particular word. Okay. These designations to be replaced with some particular word. Suppose this sheet has been wrongly, or the designations has been wrongly entered as these, but these all people are serving as a driver in a particular organization, right? So I want these designations to be replaced with driver. One easy way is this. If I can simply type driver and copy paste it, this is one of the easy method. But some of the cases, if we want to replace only a particular type of designation, right? So in that case, we'll be able to create a problem, or we want to do it one by one if the database is very large in rows. So I want assistant security supervisor. Okay, I'll just copy this to be replaced with, press Ctrl H, to be replaced with, find what? I just want to find assistant security supervisor to replace with security supervisor. Okay? Because these people now have been promoted to security supervisors. So I want to replace assistant security supervisor to be changed with security supervisor. So I have find this thing and replaced with this thing. Now there is an option to replace all, or we can replace one by one also. But in this case, I want to replace with all. Press replace all button. You'll be able to see that we have made 10 replacements. And all the security supervisors have been, all the assistant security supervisors has been changed to security supervisors. Okay. Suppose in this case, I want carpenter to be replaced with driver. Okay. I can also replace one by one. Okay, over here I just need to change the carpenter. Right? I find carpenter to be replaced with driver. I replace it one by one while looking at the sheet, or I have an option to replace with all. So 7 replacements have been done. So is it easy to clean the data from the entire data set which we have got? We can apply these small commands in the entire data sets so that we can be able to find out the results accurately and efficiently. Okay. So shall we move ahead? So coming to the last part of our presentation, then after that we'll be taking your queries. So this is a task 3 for you people. So from the provided data set, what you have to do, you have to remove the extra spaces, right? Treat the blank cells with the laptop. In that we have put the left, where there was a blank cell, we have entered the text as a left. Now you have to enter the text with the laptop, convert the numbers stored as text into the numbers in the serial number column, remove the duplicates, change column name to uppercase, pass the data using text to column in uppercase column, and spell check column type. So you have, it's 4:20 in my clock. You have 5 minutes to do this task. And after that, I'll be able to tell you how we have allocated that colored icons in this sheet. And after that, we'll be taking your queries. Okay, so you have 5 minutes to go. Your half time is up. Safianu, I'll be able to tell you the same after this task 3 is completed. I'll be able to tell you people that how that icons have been added to the salary column. Okay. After you finish off this task 3, I'll be telling you how we have added that bullets. Anand Kumar, after you press F5, when you want to clear the blank space, you want to first of all you want to clear the blank space, or you want to edit the blank cell. In case you want to clear the blank space, then trim option will work. And if you want to add some remarks in the blank cell, then press F5. Okay, you want to edit the blank cell, then press F5. Over there, there is a special button at the bottom left. Click on that and press blanks option in this. After that, press OK. Then you'll be able to type in that cell. Yes, please let me know when you are able to finish it, because the time is already up. But we have time to do this activity. Just clear your concepts over here only, because after that you'll not be able to map it again with this, that how we'll be able to do this. So kindly clear your concepts over here. Anand Kumar, I hope your problem is resolved now. Gurmeet, at the end of the session, I'll be sharing a PDF file which will contain almost 200 plus shortcut keys. But for today's session, which I have taught you, I'll simply go to that slide and you can take the screenshot for the same. Right? You can take the screenshot for the same. Because at the end of this session, I'll be sharing a PDF file with you people, which will contain more than 200 shortcuts. You can take the screenshot for this. Yes, I'll try to circulate the PPT with you people. But don't be dependent upon this PPT because it is just for your reference. The practice which you make it on the Excel sheet will make you perfect, right? Not this PPT. So I'll circulate the same just for your reference only, okay? Yes, are you done with the activity 3 now? Yes. So can we assign that particular icons, those who want to learn for this? How we can assign these particular icons in this? No issues, Gurmeet, you just try it at your own time. No issues, you'll be able to solve it out, huh? Right? So this was our sheet, this was our database. It is just a small database. Before I should tell you people regarding the assigning of icons, I am just going to review what is the minimum and maximum salary in this column. Okay, I've just applied a filter to this. Over here, I'll be able to find out that minimum salary is 1001 and maximum is 4826. Okay. Right. Minimum is 1 and maximum is 4826. Okay. So how we can assign the icons to this column? Simply you can press this column or select this column, right? In the conditional formatting, home tab, conditional formatting, there is an option of icon sets. Okay. There is an option of icon sets. Got it? So over here at the last, there is an option for more rules. Okay, press it, more rules, because I want to assign my own criteria to this salary column. Suppose over here is asking for the format styles, that it is a 2-color, 3-color or icon sets or a data bar. What the option we want? I only want icon sets which is in 3 styles, that is red, yellow and green. Okay, so over here it asks for the value of green color, it will ask the value for your yellow color, and it will ask the value for red color. So okay, the value is in percentage, but we have a numbers over here, right? By default, the value is in percentage. If you are looking at this option type, the option type, we have the value is in percentage, but in this salary column, we have the option in numbers. So we'll firstly convert this percentage into numbers. Okay. At both the options, we have changed the type from percentage to number. Now, we want the green color to be denoted when the value is greater than or equal to, suppose I have a salary till 4,800. I'll enter the salary with more than 4,000 will be denoted with green color, right? And the salary with 2,000 to 4,000 to be denoted with yellow color, and the salary less than 2,000 to be denoted with red color. Press OK. So automatically these icons have been assigned according to the criteria which we have entered in this dialog box. So you can see the first salary was 4256. So our criteria was the person who is having a salary for more than 4,000 to be denoted with green color. Yellow was between 2 to 4,000 and red was less than 2,000. Okay. Was it easy? Just a small criteria or a small logic, what we want out of these three icons. Right? I'll repeat it again. I'll repeat it again for your reference. Those who have not got it, I'll repeat it again. Simply select the salary column. Okay. Go to conditional formatting in the home tab. Go to icon sets. Right? Click on more rules. Over here, the value is in percentage, but we are having a salary values in numbers. So firstly, we'll convert this into numbers. Okay. Now we want the salary of more than 4,000 to be denoted with green color. So I'll put the value 4,000. It's your choice. If we want to put 3,500, 3,500, we can put that also. Salary with more than 1,500 to be denoted with the yellow color, and salary less than 1,500 will be denoted with red color. Right? So press OK. You'll be automatically able to see the results. Salaries according to the slabs have been denoted with colors. Is it fine? I hope you people have got that.
Yes, sir.
You have enjoyed this session. Yes, any queries as of now? Any queries? You can raise your hand, or you can also write in the chat box. Thank you so much for the feedback. You have marked the attendance now. We'll be circulating the slides in the mail. We'll be circulating the slides in the mail. I hope you have marked the attendance and you have put your email ID in that attendance sheet.
So students, if you have any kind of questions, you can ask, you can raise your hand or write it into the chat box.
So Anand, you'll be getting the shortcut keys in your respective mail IDs, which you have put it into the attendance sheet format. So you'll be getting the communication through the mail only, right? PPT you'll also be getting through the mail. We'll be circulating the PPT through mail only, beta. Those who have not marked the attendance sheet, Rohit sir, could you please circulate the link again?
Sure, sir. Just a minute.
Lakshmi Prabhakar, you'll be getting the link into the chat box only. Kindly fill your attendance. Beta, we'll cover the auto sum function in the later part of this workshop. We'll be having some syntaxes, but the purpose is to calculate the summation of the cells. Suppose you have 5 cells, and in each cell some value is assigned, right? Suppose in for a hypothetical example, I'll just take this 5, 5, 5, and 5, and 5, right? In all the 5 columns, some value is assigned. So while we click, after selecting this, it will auto calculate the summation of these 5s into the lower cell. Suppose I click on auto sum, so you can see the results that it has added all the entries and give you the summation of this entries in this cell. Okay, you want me to tell that second point, increase and decrease the height and width of the column. Okay. So if you want to make a standard column height or width or
thanks to our senior director.
So if you want that the width of the columns to be assigned, simply select the columns, click on right click, right? Over here there is an option of column width. Select this and press the value. Suppose I want a column width of 35 over here, press OK. So you'll be able to see that the column width for all the 4 columns which we have selected has been kept constant. Okay. In the same way, if you want to select the row height, select the data, click right, click on this sheet, select the row height. Instead of 15, I want 20 to be entered here. Press OK. So you'll be able to see that the row height and column width has been assigned. Is it clear, Rajat? Right. Any other query? Or we can sign off for the session. Yes, beta, any other query? No. So thank you so much, everyone. Now I'll be handing over the same to Mr. Rohit. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Puneet sir.
Welcome, sir. Bamba, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for this, I would say, a great learning session. And I hope all of our students have also enjoyed, and even the members, our staff members who were also there in this team. So they had learned a lot, and how to, I remember one line said by you that how they will be able to do their 2-hour work in 15 minutes. That by the shortcuts you have told us. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. With this, now we will be closing our today's session, student. And as a practice, I will be delivering the vote of thanks. And on this occasion, I would like to thank Mr. Puneet Soni, who has given his precious time out of his, I would say, very busy schedule to us. And good thing for us is that sir has given a consent to give us 2 more days, that is on 21st and 28th of January. The same timing it will be there. Thank you, Puneet sir, for this
Welcome,
wonderful
sir.
session, sir. And
Thank you so much.
I would like to thank our seniors, my colleagues, as well as my dear students who are participating. I would say their participation was really very good. What is your input, our students, about our students, Puneet sir? Because
Sir,
you
it
are
was
a regular in taking
yes, it
the
was great
classes from the
interacting
regular
with
also.
students. Yeah, because those students who are in sync with me, or those who have got their systems along with them, were able to do this task well in time, and were very efficient in doing this.
Very right. So
It was
our
a great
student,
experience that some students, suppose I have assigned activity 1 or activity 2, and they have completed these activities well in time,
yes,
and
I was
none of them
I was looking
for
at
it
the clock watch
to the
also, that they were able to do it faster.
time also.
Very right, very right. So thank you, students, for giving your valuable time to us. And for this session, this was the preliminary session, I would say, for Excel. The next two sessions will be there on 21st of January and 28th of January. So you all are requested to join that sessions, and what the work has been, homework I would say has been given by Puneet sir. You are requested to complete that so that we will be able to learn it in a better way. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Puneet.